This week on AU Weekly, Nekopara is getting a manga. Come on, guys. First Tide Pods, now cat boning. Medabots is getting a smartphone game. I'm sure there will be no microtransactions. Fruits Basket is on the return. I guess you could say Basket's back, alright. This and all more coming up on AU Weekly. Konnichiwa, Anime Fam! I am Tom the Protagonist, along with Sheldon Blasso, as we are here to bring you the anime news of this past week, and wait a second, I'm forgetting something. Before we get into the news, fam, there's something very important that's happening. It's the first week of Padoru Month! Cue the red and green lights, cue the snow effect, cue the cut to where everything's set up, now! That's right, fam, it is Padoru month. As you can see, we have our tree, we have our little bulb, we have Shoto Todoroki back, arm attached. And what would the Padoru month be without a Padoru sweater? This is from Rockety.com, reminding you that this season, you should go beyond plus ultra. Oh, now we're festive as up in here. Now we can get into the weekly anime news. So, without further ado, shall we? Our first story this week, Monster Musume is going to resume. Yes, the manga about all the sexy monster women is back from its September hiatus. Creator Okayado revealed on a blog in Comic Ryu that it is back as Chapter 62 was released, and he does plan to bring it back again, he's just not sure exactly when. This is really starting to be like Hunter x Hunter, isn't it? Something I covered last week. You should go back and watch last week's. I was very proud of it. Shameless plug. The manga is published by 7 Seas in North America, and no, you don't get bonus points for knowing that if all the characters look like this. That should just be apparent. The series initially went on hiatus so Okayado could focus on his mental health. I would say that's good, considering something compelled you to draw boobs on slime monsters. Moving right along from monsters with tits to cat chicks, it's Patrol Part 2 on the prowl. I at least think this is Part 2. Someone should go back and make sure this isn't Part 3. I mean, I'm gonna just roll with Part 2 regardless, so haha. Nekopara is going to be getting a manga volume come next January. The final chapter of the manga was published in Dengeki G's comic, and the complete volume will be available January 10th in Japan, published by Tamu. Tamu? Tamu. Shamu. Is obviously based on the visual novel where you have cat girls and you do dirty things with them. Or you can. That's the end goal, I believe. I don't know. I haven't played it, I just know about it, and it's creepy. Stop trying to fuck the cat, please. The manga initially launched in May, and don't forget, guys, there's more Nekopara on the way. This isn't the last we've seen of it, which means... oh god, I'm gonna have to do this segment again at some point. Just don't forget, a Kickstarter was launched to fund an OVA project for Nekopara, and it now has over $1 million. $1 million? Holy... my god! Nekopara the game will be coming to the Nintendo Switch come July 4th. If you check the tape, I believe I talked about wanting to point the cat and being American kinda goes hand in hand. Depends where you're from. If you're down south, it's not the cat, it's your sister. Ho ho! We should move along before anyone sits on that joke. This has been Patrol Part 2 on the prowl. Fans of the Fate franchise can get set to frolic through fields, as a new Type Moon anime is set to air on New Year's Day. While we have no word on what it's actually going to be, it is set to air sometime in between the Fate New Year's special, which I didn't know there was a Fate New Year's special. So, to the ball in New York, I can say, f*** off, because I'm gonna be watching Fate, because Fate is amazing and you all should watch it. Unless you don't want to, then watch the ball drop. Immature laughter. The Fate special is set to air December 31st, 9 p.m. Japanese time. I'm sure all the sub over dub fans already know that I mean 7 a.m. Eastern. You elitists, you. The Mystery Project will be produced by... The Mystery Project will be produced by a new company called Troika, which was created by Ie Aoki, who worked on Fate Zero and Fate Unlimited Blade Works. That awful piece of storytelling it was. Okay, you know what? No, time out. No, Craig, sit down. Don't tell me I can't speak. I'm in front of the camera, not you, you ugly bastard. Sit down. It's rant time. I don't care what you have to say when you say, oh, Unlimited Blade Works is way better than the original Fate Stay Night. You know what? Unlimited Blade Works couldn't tell a story for crap. It couldn't write a romance, it couldn't lead any direction, and when Heaven's Feel is done, it's gonna blow it out of the water. You can fight me on that, and if you really, really want to fight me, in real life, for reals, come to... Hey fam, I just got sat down with HR, said I can't call Craig ugly, and that I can't threaten you guys with violence, so if you like Unlimited Blade Works, that's neat. That's really neat. The visual of the new project has revealed a foggy London. This could potentially be Fate-related. I highly doubt it, however. We just have to wait and see. Until then, why don't you tie yourself over with Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel? Way better than Unlimited Blade Works. Boom! Got it again! Suck it, HR! On to the next story. A new Medabots smartphone game was announced by Imagineer on November 28th. The series is known in Japan as Medarot, but I'm not gonna lie, I think that's kind of gross. Every time I say it, I just feel like they stuffed a corpse inside the robot, and that's how it's sentient, so I'd rather just say Medabots. Is that cool? Good, that's cool. I'm glad we're all okay with that. The game will be developed by So What, and more information will be revealed to their fan club members and also their followers on social media, so you'll want to go check them out. Wait a second. Was this just a way to get more attention? You thought you were smarter than me, but no one's smarter than the protagonist. Except for most people. I mean, usually the protagonist is somewhat not... Sheldon, how dumb am I? This was announced as part of the 20th anniversary of Medabots. I feel like that's kind of cheating, though. Yeah, they've been around for 20 years, but they haven't been relevant since 2004. To inject new life into the series, Imagineer has re-released the manga, announced this game, and is even holding a contest where you can submit your own design for a Medabot. The contest will end on January 8th, so submit while you can. Next week, we'll feature what I've created. Spoiler alert, though, it's probably going to be something based off of Stephen Colbert. Or Sheldon. Or both. All hail Emperor Lelouch. As Funimation has announced, they will be screening the Code Geass film in 2019 at some point in North America. The story takes place 2 years after the end of the Code Geass anime, and I'm not going to spoil it here, but go watch the trailer, see that fucked up somehow, and then wonder why that happened, because how did that character lead with an iron fist? I'm just confused. The film is going to open February 9th in Japan across 120 theaters. My question is, why Japan only? The whole point of the movie was that racism was bad. What's wrong, Japan? You racist? Okay. I shouldn't throw allegations out there. It is your stuff. We'll let you... I'm sorry, I just like Code Geass. This promotional visual shows Suzaku, Colin, and a bunch of other characters that we don't know yet, so I don't know how to feel about them. That one dude looks like a dick, though. And no official release date has been announced for the North American screening. However, we can just be patient and hail the Emperor. And that's our show this week, guys. I'm Tom the Protagonist. Oh, I have to cover it. Oh, but the intern brought it up.
Tom, just do the story.
Fine. Last week, guys, I didn't mention that Fruits Basket is going to be getting a full-on redo Brotherhood style. Our new intern, Persephone, was so distraught that she demanded I cover it. Alright, well, if I have to cover it, let's see what the notes say Well, I didn't actually write any notes because the intern suggested it to me, and I don't listen to interns. Half the time, I don't even know how they get out of their enclosure. But I did get the text messages that she sent about it, so let's just read from that, shall we? The original was left on a cliffhanger and did not fully go into Kyo's story. Well, he probably wasn't that interesting to begin with. In the manga, it was way deeper. She sums up the series as follows. The Chinese zodiac affects the Soma family. When they are hugged by a female or touched, they turn into their animal. Are we sure this isn't some weird Knights of the Zodiac spin-off?
No, Tom, it's not Knights of the Zodiac.
Okay, if you say so. She goes on to say that it's getting the full Brotherhood treatment, which, I mean, really shouldn't... Isn't this a romance one? Shouldn't you not be thinking about your bros? Oh, unless it's a bromance. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how this is, though. The original was around 26 episodes, so we're thinking, or this intern, as they think, is assuming that the remake will have a couple of seasons, which I guess is fair. Good on you, intern. There's also Fruits Basket Another, which is a manga about the children of the main characters, but they have to do this one first, obviously, because children are little bastards. Oh, well, that wasn't her final note to me. Her final note to me was, can I please get out of this crocodile pit? We'll see, intern. We'll see. And that is our show this week, guys. I'm Tom the Protagonist, for Sheldon Blastoise, Shoto Todoroki, and all of us here at Anime Updated. Happy Padoru month! We're very excited for it. Stay tuned, tell your friends about it. There's going to be some stuff coming out this month, not just AU Weekly, so make sure you are keeping up with the channel, and tell your friends. Follow us on social media, subscribe to see more, and we'll see you guys next week. Until then, stay updated!